God is the giver of all good gifts. Let us give him thanks and praise. Good morning, sisters and brothers. Welcome back. Today will be a reading from around 2001. It was during a time that I was suffering from deep depression and borderline despair. And I have to say that I didn't have much of a family support system in place, but I had a wonderful medical system, starting with a family doctor, psychiatrist, and psychologist. And more importantly, a group of religious men and women from my church. They can make all the difference in the world. And of course, our Lord Jesus Christ, who when I was at the bottom of the pit, when I looked up, he reached down from on high and grasped me and pulled me out from the mire. So please take this in the context of the time when I considered this my prayer. My prayer or consoling thoughts. Dear Lord, make me remember when the world seems cold and dreary, and I know not where to turn for comfort, that there is always one spot bright and cheerful, the sanctuary. When I am in desolation of spirit, and all who are dear to me have passed away like summer flowers, and none are left to love me and care for me, whisper to my troubled soul that there is one friend who dies not, one whose love never changes, Jesus. When sorrows thicken and crush me with their burden, when I look in vain for comfort, let me remember your words. Come to me, all you who labor and are heavily burdened, and I will refresh you. Your friendship, dear Lord, henceforth shall be the dearest treasure I possess. It shall be my consolation when all who hold a place in my heart are gone from this earth. With your friendship, the world shall never be dreary and life without charm. Would that I could realize the pure happiness of possessing your sympathy and compassion. And this is prayer number 2. When I am crushed and weary, when the hope I have lived for is gone, when sorrows and trials that I dare not reveal to any make my soul sink almost unto death, when I look in vain for someone to understand me, one who will enter into my miseries, make me then remember that there is someone who knows every fiber of my heart, every sorrow, every pain, special to my peculiar nature, and who deeply sympathizes with me. Compassionate Jesus. When shared with you, the cross becomes lighter, and in your heart I find rest and strength. Since this time, when I had come out of that, a much stronger person, I lived through the death of both my parents and 2 of my siblings. And through all of this, through depression, through anxiety, through being at the bottom of the pit, my soul grew strong while I learned the emptiness of things that pass. A reading from 2 Corinthians chapter 4. However, we hold this treasure in earthen vessels, so that it may be clear that this immense power belongs to God and does not derive from us. We are afflicted on all sides, but not crushed, bewildered, but not sunk in despair, persecuted, but not abandoned, struck down, but not destroyed. We always carry around in our body the death of Jesus, so that the life of Jesus may also be manifested in our body. For in our lives we are constantly being given up to death for Jesus' sake, so that the life of Jesus may be revealed in our mortal flesh. As a result, death is at work in us, but life in you. Hang in there, everyone. Life does get better if we turn to Jesus. Thank you for the treasure of your time. May God be with you. May there be peace on earth. With God's blessing, may we meet again tomorrow.